Hello, the only reason you're watching this video is because I know you're now ready to sell. Now, over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be sharing with you on the 5 ways of selling. Now, if you've looked at the literature that came with your starter pack, you will have seen one of the books called Business Basics. This one, okay? Now, the Business Basics on page 30, it details the 5 ways of selling. And that's just because we want to give you options in Mary Kay. We don't want you to feel rigid and tied to just one way. Now, what are these 5 ways of selling? Number 1 is the on-the-face selling. On-the-face selling. On-the-face selling is when we do a facial or we do a skincare class. Again, when you got your starter pack, it came with a DVD detailing how to carry out a skincare class. Now, I have also personally recorded a DVD also, or a short video take on a facial, which is a one-to-one appointment, and you can watch that at a later date. Now, on the face selling is important to us in Mary Kay because it is our relationship building appointment. Now, anybody can sell from the boot of their car or from their handbag, but how many relationships do you build that way? Not many. But when we have the on-the-face appointment, that is a facial or a skincare class, we have the opportunity to interact with the person that we're selling with, build a relationship in the process, and sustain longevity of sales, which means we not only sell today, we have the potential of selling many more years to come. Okay, so your next task would be, if you haven't watched the skincare class DVD yet, please watch that, or take a look at my list of videos and watch the live facial. Next is on the go. Now, what is on the go? As the name implies, the on the go selling is when you pick pieces of Mary Kay products like lip glosses, perfumes, eyeliner, everything apart from skincare and supplements. And I must stress that we never sell skincare on the go. We only sell skincare at an on-the-face appointment because at that time the person will have had the opportunity to try the products before they buy. So at the on-the-go, we can just imagine you've been invited to a baby shower or a bridal shower or a party. You can take a couple of lip glosses in your handbag and show it to your friends. You know, you don't have to interrupt anything in the party. Just show, would you like to try this lip gloss? Do you think you'd like to try this perfume? And if somebody buys, then you can get her details and follow up with her to one day have an on-the-face appointment with her. You know, I always like to think about on-the-go appointment as a way of leading me to an on-the-face appointment, because remember, true customers are built at the on-the-face appointment. What else can we sell on the go? You know, from time to time we have seasonal gifts like Valentine gifts, we have Christmas gifts, Mother's Day gifts. We can also do that on the go. Now take a look at this. This is something I have wrapped up for Valentine, and you know, I just got a couple of boxes from the shop. I can sell this on the go. I can take it with me, show it to every guy I see, and invite them to buy for their girlfriend. You know, I've wrapped it up beautifully, but what I simply have in it is the mint candy eye set. Okay, so I hope you get the whole concept of on the go, but do not stop there. Everybody that you sell to on the go can potentially be an on the face customer, which is where we really want them to be. Now, next way of selling is on paper. Now, with on paper appointment, we use our lookbook or our catalog, the Mary Kay catalog, which we call the look. Now, what you will find from my experience is you might not get a lot of success by just throwing these through letterboxes, because you know, our products are experiential. People really buy our products when they have tried it, seen how fabulous they are, and they want to have them. So how can we bring that experiential sale into the on paper appointment? Now, as you can see here, I have my catalog, but additionally I have clipped skincare samplers to the pages where they talk about skincare. I have also put some supplements, you know, to the page where supplements are mentioned. And my very favorite, the satin hands. On the page where the satin hands is mentioned, I've also clicked the satin hand samplers So what I have is I can give this out to somebody that I have contact with, like a mom I see in the school all the time, an usher I see at church, somebody that I can go back to and ask for feedback. And what I do is, if I can even gauge the foundation shade, I'll put 1 or 2 sachets of foundation there and I'll give it to her. So I can say, Beth, we come across each other every morning and we're always in a hurry. I made this specially for you. I'd like you to read through, try the samplers, and if you want to talk to me about anything that you've tried, I'll be available to also treat you to a complimentary facial. Remember, we want to take this also to an on-the-face appointment. So after they've tried it and they've given you the feedback, always offer them a facial or a skincare class, so that again we can do the relationship building in the on-the-face appointment. Okay? Now, next one, online. Everybody is so web savvy nowadays. If you're not on Facebook, you're on Twitter, everything is going on the web. So, ladies, we need to cash into that. Now, how do I do my online appointments? The first step is you have to get a Mary Kay website. It's just £30 a year, but I'll tell you that it's worth every investment. Now, what I do is, after getting my Mary Kay website, you can just typeset. If you don't know how to do it, just ask somebody to do it for you. And what I have is, I have my website address, which I've written in large font all across the page like that. And another page, you can see it here, yeah, that has time and date written on it. So you can see time and date written on it. Now, you have to be very clever and print them back to back and then cut them up. So when you cut them up, I want you to have something like that. Okay, these are my web strips. So the front has just my Mary Kay website, and at the back there's a space for me to write the date and the time. Now, what do I do with this? If you know anybody that works in a big office, you know those offices where there are hundreds of women, even 50s, you know, we can have 50 to 200. It's a big office to me. And so you can give it to them. So I can say, Lucy, I know you work in the council office and I would like you to help me host a web party. She's going to look at you like, what is a web party? I can give Lucy 20 of the strips and say, Lucy, what time are you guys normally free in your office where everybody's just surfing the web and has a downtime? Most times they will say, oh, between 3 and 5 on Friday afternoons. And I'll say, you know what, Lucy, why don't we select this time slot, 3 to 5 on Friday, and I want you to give these strips to 20 sharp women that you know would love to shop online. Now, what Lucy does is, Lucy writes Friday, 4th of February, and then she writes the time, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and she gives it to all those women, and she just tells them that I want to support my beauty consultant by hosting a web party, and I'd like you to log on to her website between this 3 and 5 p.m. and buy anything. You can buy mascara, a lip gloss, an eyeliner, anything you like. Just please buy something to support her. Now, a few hints here. This is best done near payday. Okay, so if Lucy gives you the information that they get paid on 23rd or around about that time will be a good time to do the web hosting. Now, can you imagine what does at 3 to 5 p.m. on Friday, people just log into your website, they put in their name, their email address and their phone numbers, because they have to do this before they can shop on your website. So Lucy does all the work for you, you get all the orders, and what does Lucy get? Remember, it's always what's in it for Lucy. And I tell Lucy, whatever orders come into my website between 3 and 5 p.m. on Friday, I will give you 10% towards your own products. So can you imagine, Lucy gives 20 of those strips out and each woman buys £20, for instance, which is not a lot. We do £400 in sale. I might be in another class somewhere or at another appointment somewhere. I've made £400 online. Lucy gets to have £40 to use towards her own purchase. How great is that? Now, this is a very good way of selling. And the great thing is, again, you can contact each person that has bought from you and tell them to have a facial. Offer them that complimentary facial and bring them back to the on-the-face appointment. Lastly, we have the on-the-show appointment. Now, this is an interesting one because every 3 months, Mary Kay will launch new products. Just, to give your customers tasters of this new product. You can set up your home with the products on display and invite people to come and preview your new products. It doesn't necessarily have to be in your home. It could be in a salon with somebody that you have a very good relationship with. I tend to do mine in some specific salons. And people will try the products. They don't necessarily buy. They just try the products, schedule appointments with you to come and, have facials or to come and have more information about the products. And maybe once in a while, they might just buy 1 or 2. Okay. So that's the on the show. So going back over everything again, we have the 5 ways of selling on the face, which I say is the key one, the most important one that you must try to bring everybody to. We have the on the go, where you can sell bits and pieces as you go along your day. We have the online, where you have web strips that you can use to have web hostesses. We have on paper, where you attach samplers to the lookbook and distribute to people that you have close contact with. And finally, we have the on the show appointment, where you set up a display and get people to try your products before they schedule appointments or buy the products on the day.